How's it going, guys? This is Project Rescues. I got another project. It is a 1977 Porsche 924. It's a little disassembled, a little rusty. Needs a lot of work. Does not run. Does have title. Has no window regulators in it and no front fenders, but everything else is there. It's just disassembled. Floorboards are just full of crap, like dirt, acorns. I've been doing what I could to vacuum it and clean it out. It's got a little bit of rust in the roof. Rockers are solid. I've been having to keep this tarp on it because it's been leaking through the top there. It's got a sunroof and it leaks, which is partly why the interior looks like it does. Seats are going to need to be reupholstered, obviously, because the sunroof is leaked. It sat in the field for about 20 years. It's got all the glass, but no regulators and no front fenders at all. I did source a pair of fenders. I did not source a pair of regulators yet. The engine does spin over, but I don't think I'm going to try and get it running, and I will show you why. That is not reflective. That is milkshake, which means there's either coolant in the oil or water in the oil. So that, and there's stuff all inside of there. I don't know if you can see it. Engine is mostly disassembled. Right before it was parked, it did have a new alternator put on it, but it's going to need to be gone through completely. The floorboard is so thick and acorns and stuff, it's like doing gardening in the floorboards here, trying to clean it all up. It sat 20 years in a field uncovered, and then it sat for like another year in probably a shed, from what I've been told. Floor pans are actually solid, rockers are solid, but the roof is rusted out right here, and it's gonna need a lot of work. The guy that I had got it from started taking it all apart. I guess he thought it was worth more in parts. And maybe it is, but I'm not one to part something out. Not unless it's completely totaled. So I'm going to be putting this thing back together as best as I can. I'm not exactly mechanically gifted when it comes to getting things running. I will assemble it and go from there. Yeah, it's seen better days for sure. And the floors were like this on both sides. I did a little bit of vacuuming beforehand, and this whole back seat was just full of nothing but parts. So I've been doing some cleaning on it. Supposedly it was owned by a famous hockey player by the name of Joel Irving. He is from Canada. If any of y'all want to look him up, his name is Joel Irving. He played for different teams. I can't remember which ones. I'll probably put it in the description. But it's gonna need a lot of work. It's gonna need restoring big time because it's got rust here and here. The sunroof has been changed out at some point. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but this is the cheapest Porsche in America, I believe. If anybody out there has gotten one for under $100, let me know, because this one was around $100 is what I have in it. Yes, $100 is what I have in this car. It's got a clean title. Just needs some restoring. These wheels used to be gold at one point. I believe these are either NK wheels or BBS or some sort of knockoffs of them. I'm going to be stripping the paint. Somebody spray painted them. Going to be stripping the paint off and bringing back the original gold, because at one time these were both alloy color and gold. I know because there's gold on this as well. So it's all pretty much here. The radiator is pretty rusted out. Light assembly is all here, I believe. Door panels are here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to reattach them. Like I said, the car was parked in 2001. It was in the Porsche Club of America, and it was registered in the Redwood region, which is in California. That's also in the Porsche Club of America. I reached out to Porsche Club of America on this car, and they couldn't find anything on it because the last person that was registered that had this car registered in the club in that region, they lost all the paperwork on it, and when they converted from paper to digital, they did not keep any of the old records. So there's no way that I could find any history on this car. But if any of y'all can find any history on this car, that would be great, because I'm trying to find some old pictures or perhaps something on this car. Also, there was a plaque on the dash. It's not on there anymore. It was right in here somewhere and it fell off. I have it. I'll show it to y'all later. I'll include a picture of it. It was right here. It said Watkins Glen 1980. So this car did a lap around Watkins Glen in 1980, according to the plaque that was on it. So I guess that's enough talking now. I'm going to start doing some work on it. I got the floor a little bit cleaner. There's no more garden stuff in here. It look like potting soil in here, but now it's pretty much cleaned. But I've got a lot more to go on it. Not gonna shampoo these floors right now, but I just wanted to show y'all there's roots growing in the carpet, like actual roots. A lot can happen to a car in 20 years, but there's a giant rust hole right here. I think that's where the battery was. All the water's just going down in there. The seat's a little bit cleaner too. Had a lot of dirt in it. Still got a little bit more to go on it. I haven't even like thoroughly cleaned these seats yet. They're going to be a lot more cleaner by the time I'm done. In fact, the whole interior is. I want to make it look the best that it can without spending too much money or doing too much. The back seat I still have to do. There's a lot more stuff in the floor and the back. The seats do not fold down. I can't get the knobs to work to fold the seats down. I can't get the sliding tracks to slide. But at least the floors are solid. Well, this side's as clean as I'm gonna get it right now. I did vacuum in there, and seats are still dirty, but I'm gonna clean them. I got a product I'm gonna use to clean these seats, clean the dirt off. They'll come back as good as they can look anyway. As for the floors, not a whole lot I can do other than scrub them, and I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time on that. Might come back and do the floors and the carpet, but right now I'm doing the seats. Well, I got pretty much most of the vacuuming done. I did the back, front, and back behind the seat there. There's nothing but carpet back there. And that's pretty much it. Next, what I've got to do is drain the oil out of this engine, because it's full of water. And after that, I'm going to work on reassembling the engine. Don't know if I'm going to be doing much videoing on reassembling the engine. I'll try and film what I can, because like I said, I don't really have a tripod and I don't have a very good camera, so anyways, I'll film what I can of it. Just wanted to show you guys what the cheapest Porsche in America looks like. Pretty much a $100 Porsche. Till next time.